Got one of the real cameras.
Okay. All right, so I kind of skimped on not making dessert because I was working Phoenix Comic-Con, and so I was basically out of the house by about 9 in the morning and didn't get back till well after midnight, but still wanted a dessert for Memorial Day, so I'm just going to throw something together, as it were. Whee! So I'm actually going to start out with a regular classic yellow cake, but of course I can't just do anything, so of course you add some vanilla, some extra protein, Vega, protein greens, the coconut and almond to it, because I've actually did a whip of the Karo syrup, some fresh strawberries, which I use my Ninja for, threw in a little bit of rum because, you know, I can, and sour cream, yeah. My grandma's here supervising. Yay! Say hi, Grandma! And of course some sour cream to make sure it stays nice and moist. So this is what I got thus far, and right now I'm just using a regular spoon to kind of fold everything in. It's going to be a lot more mixture than what you're used to. So before I put the hand mixture in, I just want to give it a little bit of a fold and then put the hand mixture in. Then we're going to, I'm actually going to set it in smaller baking tins for cupcakes so it doesn't take as long to bake, and then what's left over, put it in a loaf pan. And then I will see you back here for that process. Yeah. Alright, so taste test. Let's see what we got. It's a good taste, but I think it needs some more strawberries, so I'm going to add some more strawberries to my Ninja. Break it up and let's see what we get. And as you can see, natural strawberries don't really give it that red color, so we're also going to put just a dollop of red food coloring in, just to give it a more reddish color. And then we'll see what we got. So, the one thing you have to remember is not to fill up the cupcake things all the way to the top because it does grow. So I like to do about 1/3 of the way up to give it room to grow. So let's finish doing these. And I'm just using a regular tablespoon to put them in. That way they're not over, they're not under. Some people use one of the little cups, quarter cup, but spoon's a lot easier. Pop them in. And yeah, I did actually spray the inside of these because nobody likes it when it sticks. So they did get a spray. Alright, so we ended up with 3 different sizes here. The cupcakes, which are only going to take about 21 to 23 minutes to bake. The 8-inch, which will take about 28 to 31 minutes. And then this size, again, about 20 to 30 minutes, possibly 36 minutes. So they're all going to bake at different times, which means I'm going to have to move that, and hey, there's meat in there. Hi, I'm such a carnivore. Hi.
You know what? This was in the oven, and I smelled it. I said, she didn't realize the meat was in there.
That's my mom, mommy, and grandma.
Include this nose, girl. I can tell if it's good, bad, or ugly. Nose. Smells so good. I know. I saw them, and I got them, and then I went a little further, and they had some cheaper ones. But these look better. Yes. Like, just go and paint them in. Yeah,
so yeah, I actually started the timer because timers are a good thing, especially when you're baking multiple things with multiple times.
Okay, then which one?
Okay, so I'm gonna do a light glaze for the one that's in the long loaf pan. So I've cut up the strawberries here. I'm going to put in a little bit of pure vanilla, like this, so. Merp, merp. A little bit of the Karo light corn syrup. Not a lot, just a little. Some of the horchata cinnamon cream rum, because I'm not using milk in this, so may as well use rum. And then, of course, a little bit more sour cream, but not a lot, and a pinch of the cream cheese, all right?
Not the actual butler.
Not an actual butler. All right, so, again, and we're going to keep saying this until people on cooking shows get it right. Yes, you have to use a little bit of cornstarch for thickening, but you can't just pour the cornstarch into your thing. Yeah, Mom says it's a rookie mistake, all right? So, I don't need a lot of cornstarch here, all right? Because that's how much glaze I have thus far. But what you do is you take your cornstarch and you have to add water to it, okay? You can't just put cornstarch and stuff willy-nilly. You need to add water to it and stir it up. Because if you neglect to do this, you're going to get lumps and it's going to be grainy. Yes, I'm using the bottom of a knife to do it. Okay, cornstarch. Add water to it. Stir it up before you add it to anything you're cooking. That's a thing. All right, here it is. Now, yes. Here it is. Now, yeah, it does kind of resemble a smoothie, but it's not too sweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it chill, because remember, we're using fresh strawberries. So now I'm going to move on to the buttercream icing. All right, with cream cheese. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see. So I'm old-fashioned. I just use a knife. Okay. Yep, they are not quite done yet. So remember, when you're adding sour cream and fresh berries, yes, it's pulling away from the side here. It is nice and spongy. However, you want to make sure that they're cooked all the way through, all right? There's nothing worse than cakes and things that are not cooked all the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can squeeze these down here into the bottom rack, which I was, and give them another full 5 minutes, just to make sure. Okay, so the TV programs give you about an hour, maybe 2 hours to do all this, and it's not enough time. Now, I don't have a flash freezer either, so I had to put it in a regular freezer. So what you're going to notice is that it didn't rise a lot, and I think a lot of that is due to using the fresh strawberries, the sour cream, and even the rum. I still have some fresh strawberries left for garnish. Here is the glaze that I'm using. Yeah, I did put it in the refrigerator. It's a little bit thicker than I like. But we'll see about maybe adding some apple juice later on to thin that up. Now, I didn't get to finish the icing. The icing needs to go into the refrigerator and re-harden. Now, because it's more of a butter cream, using fresh butter and a dollop of sour cream and cream cheese, I didn't actually put that in the microwave. Oh God, no. This is Phoenix, so I was just able to set it outside for about 10 minutes to get it the softness. But now it needs to thicken up. So this is what I'm going to do, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. Okay, so I'm giving my Graham half the cake. Okay. Okay, so it is cooked all the way through. As you can see, there's just not a lot of air between the layers. Okay. And then I'm going to drizzle on the glaze. And like I said, this is a little bit thicker than I would have liked. See? And it's gonna go down into the cake here, poking a few holes. And then I'm gonna put some fresh strawberries on top of that. Oop. See, my brother-in-law Delon, he's actually the one that's really good at all the plating and everything. I am so super clumsy with it.
That's food for all your cakes, right?
But with fresh strawberries on top. And Bob's your uncle.